We are back once again. Number 2, life update. Skin getting clear. Shout out modern medicine. We back at school. You know what I'm saying? Um, been eating a little bit less healthy. I was eating really healthy, during the break because, I was learning how to cook all that shit. But now, I'm on that cafeteria food. And they got vegetables and shit, but, the vegetables, they taste like how the cafeteria smell. You know what I'm saying? They not good, but I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? But I'm eating a lot. Good. Been going to the gym 3 times a week ish. Started running. I like it, but I've been running in stussy forces, so not as bad as regular forces, but I gotta start running in them. You know what I'm saying? They just not it. Been kind of weird mental state, bad and good, because I'm working, my life is going in the direction I want, but probably not as fast as I want it to, which is not something I really can complain about, but it just hurts your mental to be I'm trying, but you can't run as fast as you want, but I'm going to the gym. I made a little schedule for myself. My professor really inspired me because I was already thinking I needed it, and it looks packed. It's right here, and it looks packed, right? But I mean, that shit that I do, anyways. I just put it into a routine, so that I will really stick to it. Still on the same book. It's getting there. I gotta start reading more. I just been getting caught in the media, consumption cycle. But I'm gonna read tonight at work because I don't really have a lot of stuff to do. Trump is low key been I'm trying to get there. I'm getting better at the mental side of it, but the just getting a good sound and all that shit takes. I don't think I just want it to happen faster than it can, but I can't be complacent and be oh, it'll happen when it happens. You know what I mean? It'll happen when it happens, but I have to work hard as fuck to make that happen. You know what I'm saying? It sucks because I keep wanting it to get better, and it's not getting better, at least as fast as I want it to. And so it's hard. But if I lose that drive, then I know it's not going to get better, as quickly. So, even though it sucks, I have to keep doing it. I'm kind of having and with, my own music, I'm having a different problem is I am getting a lot better, but so much better that the stuff that I want to release, every time I make a new thing, it's better than all the old stuff. And so I don't even like the old stuff anymore. Well, I like the ideas of the old stuff, but it's not to the bar. Every time I set the bar a little bit higher. So I gotta, I don't know how to contend with that, but I want to do this. So I think I might just have to be content with it maybe not being exactly what I want it to be, and just making the music, because I gotta finish it and put it out there just so I can be a musician. I was talking to my friend, my roommate, and I was to get to where you want to go, I think a lot about how the people that are in the positions I want to be in are there, and it's never they interviewed for a job, you know what I'm saying, or someone just discovered, it's always they do, they are discovered, but it's always that they do the thing, that they just do what they want to do, if it's music or art, they just do that thing, they put it out there, they do all these things, they do bands, they play, and they play, and they just are an outlet of creativity, and then eventually, you know, though just doing what they love and doing it leads them to the opportunities that get them into a place that they can do it and make money and, you know, be happy with that. So I think I gotta do something, you know what I mean? I gotta just put my shit out there. I just gotta do it. You know what I mean? And instead of just sitting on all this shit and never really putting it into the real world. So I'm gonna just start finishing shit and just being like, I like it and I like it. Like, it might not be perfect, but I like it. Or it might not be as good as the shit that I'm, you know what I mean? When I go back and fix and finish some of the other songs, it's not as good as the new songs that I made, but, you know, it's good for now. It's good for my first thing. You know what I mean? And then after I put it out, you know what I mean? After I start putting stuff out and being a creative, you know, in a social sense, so that people hear it, and maybe that leads opportunities for me, or just, you know, to put myself on the map, you know what I mean? Because I can't do this for the rest of my life if I don't put it out there, you know what I mean? Like, I can't do this for the rest of my life if people don't know that I do it, you know what I mean? I can't just keep it to myself. But, you know, what comes with that is that I just gotta accept that it's not gonna always be to where I want it to be, at least for now, because I haven't built up the skills yet. You know, I'm building them, but I just haven't got there yet. So that's what I gotta do. I'm focusing on just getting exposure therapy out. I think do it yourself. I'm rapping a lot on exposure therapy, and the more I listen to do it yourself stuff, the more I really only like 1 to 2 songs. And one of the songs, I think with a little tweaking, could fit on exposure therapy. So I'm gonna look into doing that. But yeah, I mean, I just gotta, you know, I'm rushing myself, but the more I think about it, if I just consistently, you know, like Atomic Habits, think what you want about, you know, the self-help industry, and like if it's really meaningful, or if it, you know, if it's just like getting profit off of people who want their lives to be better. But my professor introduced us to Atomic Habits, and, you know, I want success, but everybody wants success. I gotta build the system to success. But since I want to be successful in so many different avenues, it's going to take longer, you know. If I just worried about, you know, being ripped, I would, you know what I mean, I could do that way more. If I just wanted to be a good, you know, student, or know a lot, I would do that more. If I just wanted to read a bunch of books, I'd do that more. If I just wanted to make my music, I'd do that more. Or if I just wanted to play the trumpet. But I want to do all these things simultaneous. You know what I was trying to say. So, you know, it's going to take me longer to reach proficiency in all of these things, because I'm doing them all at the same time. But I'm also having thoughts about whether I really want to be a teacher. Not because I don't love to teach, or I wouldn't take care of the kids, or that it's too hard. I love, you know, I work at a daycare. I used to teach people to swim. I used to teach kids to swim, and I loved it. But I'm realizing that I want to make music and perform music, mainly make so much more that it overpowers my want to teach. And lately, because I'm in music ed, everything, all the teaching side of stuff takes up so much of my time, like with classes and all that, that I don't want to do. Like, I want to focus on the stuff that I want to do. But that's a hard thing, you know what I mean? But I've been thinking like I just gotta commit. I feel like maybe the music ed pathway for me, even though I want to do it, it's not something that I wanted. I don't care more about it than, playing the trumpet or making my own music. It's like, it's like any type of, you know what I mean? Like, I want to read more, but what's more important to me is music. So I prioritize that, and sometimes I don't have time to read. I mean, but it's the same thing on a larger scale with, music ed. I just want to do music so much, and there's certain aspects of music ed that take me away from getting better at making music. And it sucks because, I only got, this is my sophomore spring semester, so I really only got like 2 more years with student teaching to reach all these goals that I have. And I'm going to go out in the workforce and work a full-time job. And if I get there, I'm scared that I'll be stuck there. I don't think that it's impossible for me to work a full-time teaching job and still do and still have an option to do other stuff outside of that if I keep pursuing all of my passions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I keep pursuing making my own personal music and making my own trumpet, I make my own beats, I sing on them, I rap on them, I play the trumpet. Like, if I keep getting better at all these things, then hopefully one day maybe I'll make beats for somebody, or maybe I'll be a performer, or maybe I'll be a musical artist, or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me as long as I get to do music. But music, like teaching music, is such a time commitment. And you have to unprioritize yourself and prioritize the kids. And I don't know if I'm going to be ready to do that. And I can't be a bad teacher. Which I don't think I'll be a bad teacher, because knowing me, I know me, and I will prioritize the kids. And that's what's scaring me. Because when I get into a job and I prioritize those kids and like their musical growth, my musical growth will be harder to, keep striving for. I'm scared that I'm going to stop striving and not do all the things that I want to do in my life. But maybe the answer is to take a break after college, or maybe in the next 2 years, because I've gotten so much better since I've been in college. Maybe I'll get so much better that I will be at a place where I want to be, where I feel comfortable to teach. But I don't know how many experiences that I want I'm going to have. So, I don't know. I think I just have to keep working hard. I'll play trumpet over the breaks more. And learn more about all this shit. Yeah. Last thing. Have a comp class. Really like it. I want to keep listening to more jazz. He recommended me Frank Mantu's jazz voicings for keyboard. Or voicings for keyboard. I think I want to get into writing some type of jazz music, even though I can't solo for shit. That's probably the main thing I'm focusing on. Because, the sound is going to come to me. It's coming to me. So I'm just learning how to improv. Because that's probably, like, I've been thinking more that instead of being a pussy and doing a bunch of shit that I don't want to do and wasting my time, I just need to do the shit that I want to do. Like, I'm only doing commercial ensembles. Because I like playing trumpet commercially. I don't really like the playing trumpet classically. So, like, and I love jazz trumpet. I want to be more of a jazz trumpet player. So I got to learn how to improv, because I can't do it at all. So I have to be good at it. And I really got to study it. I got to really study Roy Hargrove. I got to, instead of trying to be the best at every aspect of the trumpet, some of the I don't even care about. I just need to do stuff I care about. Which, I need to start doing that in life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're getting healthier. We're getting better at music, even though it's tough. We're getting through it. And I feel like by the end of the semester, I need to make some big choices about what I'm going to do so that I can do stuff. So that I can just do what I want in life. But I think the first commitment to that is finishing all my music and releasing it, so that this aspect of me of being a musical artist is out there. You know what I'm saying? Because if I never release any music, it doesn't matter how good of music I make. I'll never be able to do it for my, livelihood, because no one will ever know that I made it. Music is for the audience. If I have no audience, I can't get any money. Capitalism sucks, but so, yeah. Good talk. That was a long ass talk too. 16 minutes. Fuck.